Okay, 7. Well, hi, this is Red Elephant for Mon Words.
You look like an asshole, too.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you what. I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
Man, did you see the chest? Oh my God, don't say that. But it was so firm. I was wondering, could it be real or fake? You can't do that. I'm drinking water. You can make me choke. Don't say that. I've seen you drink from bigger bottles than this. What about that ass? I get so firm. It's so hard.
Why would you want to gang like April Hunter when you have me?
Oh, wait a minute. You thought we were talking about April?
Yeah.
We're talking about Slick and those pecs. Yeah. Oh my God, what is wrong with April? That's what you're here for, baby. Yeah. April's all yours. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Jersey All Pro Wrestling. I'm practicing. Stop that one. Greetings from the only tag team to ever make the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, the Next Generation. It's about time that the Force entered and tried to take over. See, there's one thing here. Well, first let me get ahead of myself. There are some great tag teams wrestling here. A lot that I have envied in the past. But they answer to God, to Jesus. We answer to a higher power. Yoda! So from now on, the only thing I can say, may the Force be with you.
Man, I can't do all this rap. Hey, you might want to quiet down. Hey, buddy. I'm trying to get phone here. Let me call you back. Come on, dude. Do it. You want to do something now? You want to rap? All right, let's try it.
Tonight, here in the Rahway Recreation Center, a #1 contenders match for the JAP Light Heavyweight Championship. Jay Lethal takes on my guest at this time, Danger Boy Derek Wilde.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. You know what? I flew in from Canada today to take on Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, everywhere I go in Canada, all I hear is Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal. You know what? Today is the time of Danger Boy Derek Wilde. I'm going to show America that Canada isn't some backwater bird hidden back there in the snow. I'm here, and I'm going to show you tonight what I got.
Good luck, Derek. I think you're going to need it against former TV champ Jay Lethal.
That's what you think.
There you have it, folks. Derek Wilde against Jay Lethal here tonight.
Yo, I'm gonna hit you like a train. I'm gonna come. I won't miss you. Your hair's long like a girl. You look like my little sister. You wanna come here, man? Wanna talk about your roots? You like shoes, man? How about you take some of my boot? What's this guy here? What's his infatuation with shoes? Shoes? Is that his verse there?
Since 1999, why I've been busting my ass for this company since 1999. I came up as a little young up-and-comer. I came up in the school of hard knocks, in the school of Jersey old pro wrestling. And since 1999, I grew up. Hell, I became a world champion. And for 6 years, this company's been standing tall on its own. Not with the help of people from TV, not with the help of from some rich bastard up in Connecticut, not from anybody in Philadelphia, but standing on its own 2 feet, standing alone. And that's exactly the way I rolled my whole career in the JAP. Now, we got an outsider coming in. Jerry Lawler, you hold the JAP title. And now out of nowhere, sure, things pick up. Money comes rolling in. And now Shane Douglas, you pop up out of nowhere. You egotistical, self-righteous son of a bitch! I know why you're here! You want the title. The title comes to money, and you ain't getting it. Because that title belongs to me. You just remember one thing. The both of you remember one thing. I am JAP born. I'm JAP bred. And damn it, when I feel like it, I'm gonna go out just the way I want. I'll be JAP dead.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another exciting show here in Jersey All Pro Wrestling. I'm Mark Clemson, all by myself. Oh, how much fun was that? The ball guy is on vacation in Florida. I will be with you for the next 3+ hours of Jersey All Pro Wrestling here at the Recreation Center in Rahway, New Jersey. And in the main event, double main event actually, heavyweight championship on the line. The new champion, Jerry the King Lawler, defends tonight against the franchise Shane Douglas, and he likes to call himself the man, Dan Moss. Also tonight, match number 2, AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. A lot more time. Let's go to the ring. Contest here tonight at Season Speeding 2003. It is a rematch from the 6th anniversary show for the JAP Light Heavyweight Championship. Making his way out the ring right now is the challenger, the Insane Dragon, who 2 years ago at Season looks arranged. Will luck strike twice? We'll find out. What many people believe will be the next up-and-coming superstar here in Jersey All Pro Wrestling, the light heavyweight championship. Won that title back in August, defeating Nick Burke and Monster Mac, and has gone through competition ever since. He's defeated Reaper 2 months in a row. Like I said last month, at the 6th anniversary show, defeated the Insane Dragon. Will it happen again here tonight? Only time will tell. There you see referee Hanson holding up the light heavyweight championship. And what a great way to start off this month's Seasons Beatings 2003 for Jersey All Pro. There's the bell, your matchup. On our way, referee Sean Hanson. And this should be a tremendous matchup. Both men weigh approximately the same weight, only 10 pounds difference. Azrael 165, Insane Dragon 155. They're about the same height, both men around 5'8". And a waist lock here by the Insane Dragon. Azrael taking over a nice hip toss and turns it into an arm bar. Insane Dragon out of it very quickly, turns it into a nice leg lock. Azrael scurrying, gets his foot on the bottom rope. Referee Hanson makes the Dragon break. Azrael now with a standing side headlock on the Insane Dragon. And also here tonight at Seasons Beatings 2003, it will be for the JAP Tag Team Championship. The Christopher Street Connection, Buffy and Mace, with their new valet Jailbait, take on the champions Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter. And a little later on, you'll see a little confrontation between these two teams, and it was strange to say the least. And right now, it looks like the Insane Dragon in control of this contest. Azrael climbing the ropes with his hands. Nice show of athleticism, and takes over the Insane Dragon. Dragon now off the ropes, reverses it. Azrael now off the ropes. Dragon scoops him up, trying to go for a backbreaker. Azrael landed on his feet. Nice Oklahoma roll here. Dragon turned out of it. And now a nice submission move by the light heavyweight champion, Azrael. Referee Hanson down there asking the Insane Dragon if he wants to submit. I think it's a little too early in the contest to get a submission victory here. Dragon would be a little bit embarrassed to lose in about in the opening 3 minutes of this light heavyweight championship match. Dragon got to the ropes. Referee Hanson beat Azrael break, but Azrael getting a nice kick to the sternum. He charges Dragon, big back body drop. Azrael landed on the ring apron. Oh, and a big-time kick to the back of the head by the Dragon, and a modified kick to the side. Dragon again off the ropes. Springboards off that top rope. Leg drop. Azrael down and out on the ring apron, and Dragon winded. Nice series of moves here by the challenger, the Insane Dragon. Dragon with a roundhouse right picks up the light heavyweight champion. Knife edge chop on the ropes. Whips Azrael off. Azrael ducks that clothesline. Kick to the syrup. Dragon turns around and kicks through his own. Oh, now we got a slap fest. Now roundhouse kick by both men. Insane Dragon sending down the light heavyweight champion. He's quickly up to his feet and a big time hard-hitting German suplex by the light heavyweight champion. And you hear the capacity crowd here in Rahway, New Jersey, count along with referee Sean Hansen. Quick cover here by Azrael, only a 2 count. And we have the 2 Club here at the Recreation Center in Rahway. I don't think Azrael likes the 2 Club. Oh, look at this. Trying to distract referee Hansen, now choking the Insane Dragon is Azrael. Hansen showing he's not too bright there.
What are you doing with my shirt?
Nice kick. A couple of aggressive kicks here by Azrael.
Get over here.
Irish whip, Insane Dragon in the far side. Azrael charging a big time. Flying forearm right to the temple area, knocking the Insane Dragon silly. Now an elbow to the back. The latter portion of this contest have all been Azrael. Now it looks like he's focusing his attention on the head of the Insane Dragon. Multiple kicks here. Picks him up. Nice fisherman suplex by Azrael. And this time, big time brain buster on the Insane Dragon. Azrael could get the win here, but Dragon kicks out after 2. And Azrael looking upset, looking at the 2 crowd here in Rahway. And the Insane Dragon miraculously fighting back after being landed on his head twice. But Azrael once again going after the challenger. A couple elbows to the side of the head, whips Dragon off the ropes. Azrael blocked his head, and a nice flip kick by the Insane Dragon. A mistake by the light heavyweight champion, ducking his head. Insane Dragon saw it as he comes off the ropes. Flip kick, and once again, both athletes are down. Insane Dragon with the cover here, and Azrael kicks out. Looks like we have some more interesting fans here. More interesting Jersey All-Pro Wrestling fans. A nice snap suplex by the Insane Dragon. And Dragon just clotheslined Azrael over that top rope. Referee Hansen trying to get him out of the corner. He's up off the top. Big time suplex. Dragon took a lot of time. That was a nice hard-hitting maneuver by the challenger. But will it be enough to put the light heavyweight champion away? Referee Hansen up to 3. But Dragon up to his feet. Double unhook has Azrael up. Try to go for a suplex. Azrael blocked it and throws the Insane Dragon hard in the corner. And the fans here in Rahway looks like they're solidly behind the Insane Dragon, but showing respect to both athletes. Springboard into an ace crusher. Nice move by the light heavyweight champion. Hansen once again starting the count. Both men feeling the effects of this contest. Lateral press here by the champ, but the Insane Dragon kicks out. Reversal by the Dragon. Once again, double underhook. Holding up Azrael. Oh, nice move by the Insane Dragon. And for the 3rd time in this matchup, both athletes down. Referee Hansen again with the count. Dragon slowly crawls on the champ, and Azrael barely kicked shoulders. Dragon trying to fight. Still on the shoulders. Oh my God! Insane Dragon landing hard in his neck. He could have knocked himself out. I don't know what the Insane Dragon was trying to go for. Landed right on his neck. And again, both athletes are down. Hanson up to 4. Insane Dragon miraculously showing life. Azrael has not moved. Dragon up to his feet, springboards off the top rope, trying to go for a Hurricane Rana. Azrael once again, Fisherman Bomb by the light heavyweight champion, and that's it. Tremendous win here at Seasons Beatings 2003. The turning point of the matchup had to be where the Insane Dragon, trying to go for reverse Hurricane Rana, landed on his neck. And it was just seconds after that, Azrael hitting the Fisherman Bomb, and that was enough to put the Insane Dragon away here at Seasons Beatings. But you can't deny the athleticism of both men. It was a hard-fought match, and there you see it. Still the light heavyweight champion, Azrael. But you gotta give kudos to the Insane Dragon, getting up to his feet after landing on his head. Featuring the H-Effect and the returning Shaolin Wrecking Crew. But making his way out to the ring right now, you heard him at the top of the program, Dan Mock, who tonight, in double main event number 1, goes after the JAPW Heavyweight Championship as he takes on champion Jerry the King Lawler and challenger Shane Douglas. Mafia not in a good mood, and I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say here in Rahway. Challenger Dan Moss, but one thing he did not state is he's the only member of La Familia here tonight, as far as I know. Homicides in Japan, the Scoundrels aren't in the building, so can Mafia go at it alone here tonight? This could be the biggest matchup of his career when he takes on the franchise Shane Douglas and Jerry Lawler later on tonight for the JAP Heavyweight Championship. Cabana, we haven't seen him in a few months here. Actually, about a year in Jersey All-Pro Wrestling. The H-Effect involved in that triple threat tag team title match at the 6th anniversary show. But tonight, they got a big road ahead of them as they take on the returning Shaolin Wrecking Crew. We haven't seen the Wrecking Crew since Counter-Strike here in Jersey All-Pro when they lost to the Dirty Rhyme Scoundrels. They've been out of JP training ever since. And their first matchup back is against the H-Effect. And you saw just a few moments ago, Suba getting in the face of Mike G, who I guess made his presence felt when he had a 45-minute battle rap with John Cena, which you saw on the tape of the 6th anniversary show. And we'd like to take a quick time out. Well, I would like to take a quick time out to thank the boys from Mach-Chom Productions, the exclusive producers of Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Hard-Hitting TV. You can visit them on the website at machom.com. Just cleared the ring of the H-Effect. Suba stealing the shoes of Mike G, and he just came within inches of taking off the Range's head. Well, he just took out Cabana. Suba, with a few months off, is even crazier than ever. I will state, now that the Dirty Rhyme Scoundrels are no longer the tag team champions, the Shaolin Wrecking Crew can go after the titles. So if they went here tonight, they could go after Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter if they are still the tag team champions. like they're bailing out. Are scared of Magic and Sulu. And Dixie charges into a clothesline by Magic. And Dixie quickly bailing out. And Magic telling the younger Suba to go right out after him. Suba brings Dixie in. Dixie immediately praying for his life against a much more experienced and much bigger Magic. Whips Dixie off the ropes. Dixie ducks that clothesline off the ropes again. Tried to go for a clothesline and instead clotheslined himself. Dixie, though, trying to mount some offense here, has Magic down to one knee. Playing with the crowd here a little bit. Tries to put Magic to the far side of the ring. Reversal. Magic charging a big-time splash by the man from Shaolin. Right here, Magic, he wants to hurt somebody. Will it be Dixie here tonight at Seasons Beatings? And look at the power of Magic, just throwing him in the corner. And Dixie quickly tagging in Deranged, who's very reluctant to get in. Some of the fans here are telling Deranged to gain some weight. Oh, Magic has Deranged by the hair. And look at the power again here by Magic, token Deranged. Dixie quickly coming in, double axe handle, had no effect on the big man Magic. But a crotch shot by Deranged, a move that'll stop anybody in their tracks. Deranged with a wheelbarrow face buster on Magic. And instead of going for a cover, immediately chokes. The big man pulls into the crowd. Deranged, not much definition. And Deranged was just pounding away on the back much effect it has on Magic. Oh, now he's saying he's giving him a massage. I don't think Magic's going to fall for that. And a rig to the eyes. Another cheap trick here by the H-Effect to stop Magic. Tried to go for a double clothesline, did Magic. Double drop kick to the kneecaps. And it looks like the strategy here of the H-Effect is slow the pace of the matchup down. Try to wind one of the big men and cut him off from his partner. They have cut off Magic and very slowly, methodically, just pounding away on the big man. Now they have Magic in their corner where they want to keep him. And Suba just ramming his head off of that top turnbuckle. We have some double teaming here by the H-Effect, trying to bring Magic out of the corner. Magic holding on for dear life and just powers the H-Effect out to the floor. Magic in the ring with a breather. Suba walking across. All the while chanting, shoot. Mike G and Cabana running for their lives. Dixie and Deranged back in the ring. Unbeknownst to them, Magic's up to his feet. Has them both by there, picks them up, face first choke slam. And here comes the crazy man Suba, clothesline takedown on Dixie. One for Deranged. Dixie comes charging, another back body drop, and the same fate for Deranged. Suba on fire here, has the H-Effects up on the ropes. They charge, and a double back body drop by Suba. All the while, chanting shoot. Clothesline, Dixie up and out on the floor. Suba has Deranged over his back and plants him on the mat. Looks like he's going to go for the Suba and just walks all 350 pounds of Suba on the chest of Deranged. And he wasted a lot of time trying to go for that Suba. Cabana up on the ring apron. Deranged working over Magic and a roaring elbow to the side of the head by Suba. Dixie on top of the lifeless body, but Magic comes out, breaks up the count, and now pounding away on Dixie. Magic once again showing his power and throwing Dixie on top of Mike G and Chris Cabana. Suba seems to be injured after that chair went right across his head. Magic powerbomb, Shaolin powerbomb by Magic, and that's all she wrote. The Shaolin Wrecking Crew were just too powerful. Even with the 4-on-2 disadvantage, the power edge of the Shaolin Wrecking Crew come out on top over the H-Effect. And at our next show for Jersey All-Pro Wrestling, it will be a joint show with Ring of Honor in Woodbridge, New Jersey at the Woodbridge Armory. One of the matchups signed for that show, a 6-man tag team scramble. It will feature the Insane Dragon, Azrael, and Jay Lethal taking on the H-Effect of Deranged, Dixie, and Chris Cabana. That should be one great show. For more information, of course, you can visit the website, JAPW.net. But tonight, it was all the Shaolin Wrecking Crew over the H-Effect. And will the Shaolin Wrecking Crew once again try to get into the hunt for the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship? Welcome you back to Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Hard Hitting TV. I'm Mark Clemson without my color commentating partner, the ball guy, who's in sunny Florida, I believe. He's in Walt Disney World as we speak. And up next is a rookie tag team match. These two athletes were opponents at the 6th anniversary show, Seem to Mend Fences, Corvus Fear and Rush. And Corvus Fear already mouthing off to some of the maniacs here in Rahway. From their opponents, the debuting Matt and Troy Nelson. They made their pro debut back in December of 2001. This team has been highly scouted by Jersey All Pro Wrestling officials, and tonight they get to make their big-time debut here at the main stage at Seasons Beatings 2003. Both were brought up in the amateur ranks of wrestling, and the day they graduated high school, they immediately trained here in New Jersey to become professionals, and now they have a chance to showcase their skills in the best promotion in the Garden State. And then Isabel, this rookie tag team matchup is underway. The man who actually has the most experience in a Jersey All Pro Wrestling ring in this matchup is Corvus Fear, who only debuted back around a year ago. So Troy and Matt Nelson are going to do everything they can to press Fat Frank, Ray Sager, and all the members of the championship committee. Nice shoulder block by Rush, who made his debut just 1 month ago at the 6th anniversary show. And it's Troy in the ring for the Nelson brothers, and he just got met with a nice Hurricane Rana by Rush. Troy, though, quickly off his feet, whipped out the ropes. He ducks the clothesline. Rush picks him up. Nice leg scissors corkscrew by Troy Nelson. And here comes Matt Nelson, now going to showcase his skills. Corvus Fear got the tag, and I don't even think he wanted to be tagged. He got charged, but got caught with a deep arm drag by Matt, and a second time by the Nelson brother. He tried to go for that trifecta. Corvus Fear reversing is one of his own. Second one, nice move by Fear, stunning Matt Nelson. Reverse on the Irish whip, Fear off the ropes, big time shoulder tackle. Fear off the ropes again. Block that hip toss, a second block. Matt now on his shoulders, nice sunset flip cover, but Corvus Fear kicked out after two. Fear with a back body slide. Nelson kicks out. I think the fans here are surprised at the fast pace of this contest. Inside cradle here by Matt, and again Corvus kicks out. Both teams trying to go for a quick cover in hopes of getting that surprise victory. Rush gets the tag in, but got met with a nice drop toe hold. Troy gets the tag in. Looks like we might have some double teaming here by the amateur wrestlers, the Nelson brothers. And a nice backbreaker by Troy and Matt. Troy with the cover, but Rush kicks out after 2. And again, later on tonight, double main event, the first one for the JAP Heavyweight Championship. Dan Moff, the only full-time wrestler here in Jersey All-Pro Wrestling, faces the franchise Shane Douglas and JAP Heavyweight Champion Jerry the King Lawler. You heard Dan Moff saying in the live in-ring promo a few minutes ago, he told Jerry Lawler this will not be sports entertainment. This will be the hard-hitting action the JAP fans have come to know. And will Jerry Lawler be at a disadvantage? Troy once again gets the legal tag, Rush off the ropes, double drop toe hold by the Nelson brothers, and a double drop kick right to the temple area of Rush. Cover here, and Rush kicks out after 2. And where does the franchise play a role in all of this? The franchise hates everything associated with Vince McMahon and the World Wrestling Entertainment. Will he take out all his aggressions from Vince on the Jerry Lawler tonight? A lot of wild cards in the heavyweight championship matchup. Corvus Fear dragging his partner Rush into the corner. Both athletes down. Troy having words with referee Sean Hansen. Corvus Fear now the legal athlete in the contest. Fear, nice show of power. Scoop slam on Matt, cover. But Matt Nelson kicks out. Multiple elbows to the heart by Fear on Matt Nelson. Now working on the top rope, referee Hansen starts a count, a big knife edge chop on the ropes by Corvus Fear, tags in his partner Rush, and I believe this is the first time Fear and Rush have tugged up, and they're showing great tag team continuity here tonight. Cradle pile driver, cradle spike pile driver by Rush. Corvus Fear once again gets the tag in. Matt Nelson not moving. Fear leaves, elbow right to the heart. This could do it for the Nelson brothers. Cover here, but Troy breaks it up. If the Nelson brothers want to have any sort of chance here, Matt Nelson needs to make the tag, and needs to make the tag right now. Nice neck breaker on the part of Corvus Fear. Tags in Rush. Matt Nelson has been in this contest in about the past 5 minutes. It's about time he tags in Troy, but he hasn't had a chance. And multiple kicks by Rush. He's off the ropes. And a shining wizard by Rush on Matt Nelson. This could do it. This could be it for the Nelson brothers in their JAPW debut. But Rush didn't go for the cover. Instead continues to pound away on Matt Nelson. Matt Nelson off the top rope, leaps missile drop kick right to the face of Rush, and now's the time. Now's the time that Matt Nelson needs to make the tag into Troy. Rush is very close to his corner. He's about 3 inches away. He makes the tag on Fear, but Troy now the legal man in the contest for his team. He comes out, nice drop kick, sends down Fear. We got the 2 freshmen in the contest. Troy Fear with a waist-lock big time, hard-hitting German suplex. The crowd loves that cover here, but Corvus Fear kicks out after 2. Nice roundhouse right, and just with that one move, Corvus Fear stops lost the momentum of Troy Nelson, and they're battling all the way out to the floor. Rush now on the top. Both Nelson brothers over there working on Corvus Fear. Rush is on the top rope, leaps. Asai moves off from the top rope to the floor. Rush took his life in his own hands and took out both the Nelson brothers with that top rope moonsault all the way out to the floor. Corvus Fear tried to go for a suicidal dive. Nelson brothers out of the way, and Corvus Fear just smacked his body on that hardwood floor. And now, for all intensive purposes, it could be 2-on-1 in this contest. Corvus Fear, though, trips up Matt. Rush, face first slam on Troy Nelson. And I am surprised Corvus Fear can even move. He made the blind tag. He's on the top rope, leaps over, fired a frog splash. Frog splash flush on Troy, and that's it. For all four athletes, and even though they lost the Nelson brothers with a tremendous debut here in Jersey, all pro. But now what's going on? We have new music. That is not the music of either Corvus Fear, Rush, or the Nelson brothers. And it's Fat Frank. Fat Frank's supposed to debut a new team. He's sick and promoted. He wants to, wait a minute! That's the solution! Fat Frank's saying he's gonna debut a team called the New Express. This is Havoc and Papa Don, formerly known as the Solution, and they are taking out Rush and Corvus Fear. Solution just overpowering these two young athletes. Rush in the hands of big man. Fall away slam. Rush going right into his own partner, Corvus Fear. What has gotten in? What has gotten under the skin of Fat Frank? By the New Express. They call that the 595. Fat Frank. Fat Frank just letting the Solution, or excuse me, the New Express, just continue to pound away on Corvus Fear and Rush. And look at that. Double choke slam by the Solution. Looks like we're bringing back the Ouch Files. I don't know why Fat Frank is downgrading these two athletes. Oh, look at this. Double Razor's Edge by the Solution. Or the New Express, whatever you want to call them. Fat Frank has sure got himself a winner in Papa Don and Havoc. Oh. Look at this, they have Corvus Fear. This is Patented Solution. There it is, the problem solver by the New Express. Fat Frank. Wow, Fat Frank making a bold statement here tonight at Season's Greetings. He says the Solution are dead. Papa Don and Havoc will now be known as the New Express. And they are here to wreak havoc on everybody in Jersey All Pro. God help us all. Tonight, here in the Rahway Recreation Center, it is for the Jersey All Pro Wrestling Television Championship. And my guest this time gets his first title shot here tonight against Crazy Ivan. Explosive Eddie Thomas, your thoughts?
To tell the truth, I'm excited. This could be the best day of my entire wrestling career. It's my first ever title shot for JAPW, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous. It's, Skinhead Ivan. He's a little...
Nervous? You should be nervous. What you should do is decline this match. You were born with gifts. You were born with blonde hair and blue eyes. What our leader wants us to be. Why don't you just stand on the side of me and we can walk down and look out there and there's these. We can look down at and these and all these. Now, what you should do is you should stand there and don't worry about this title.
To tell you the truth, I don't believe in what you believe in. Okay? I'm about equality. This whole entire world is equal. Why don't you get that through your head? Okay?
Through my head? What is this kid talking about? It's another infested kid. This kid's probably listening to that rap music and all the other shit. This is killing me. I can't believe this.
Russian leg sweep. comes Ariel, who for several months now in Jersey All Pro Wrestling has been stalked, so to say, from Johnny D and the Skyscrapers. It first started when we were right across the street at the center circle, a matchup between Ariel and April Hunter. In the end of that matchup, which April Hunter came out victorious, Johnny D and the Skyscrapers came out of nowhere and just totally destroyed that young lady. And ever since then, Johnny D has come out with either the Skyscrapers or Church, interfering in that 10-star matchup between Ariel and Sumiya Sakai. And tonight, Ariel is going to try to get a measure of revenge as she has a mystery team for Johnny D and the Skyscrapers. What is this morbid obsession that Johnny D has with Ariel? And here comes his army of Church and the Skyscrapers. Did he ask her out on a date and she just said no? What the hell is Johnny D's beef with Ariel? I mean, this is just sick and perverse. The man needs to be thrown in jail or something. Look at it, physically assaulting Ariel, has her by the hair, and now there's about 900 pounds of muscle in the ring with the Skyscrapers and Church. This is just disgusting. I have no idea who Ariel has for a team, but I really hope that they'll be able to take on those two big gargantuans in Slugga and Mega, the Skyscrapers. Referee Hansen trying to keep them away, trying to keep Johnny D, Church, and the Skyscrapers away from Ariel. And here we go, we're gonna find out. She told Johnny D, may the force be with you. Chanting, use the force. Please tell me this is all a joke and Ariel is somebody else. Oh my God. They're trying to use those plastic swords. Skyscraper on Ariel's new team, who I believe are called the Next Generation. And if this is the Next Generation, oh my God. This is just complete and utter destruction from Johnny D. Double choke slam by the Skyscraper. Church has Ariel in the corner. She's pleading for her life, pleading to Church to let her go. But he's not, look, he's even manhandling Ariel. The Skyscrapers just destroying these two Star Wars freak double slam. And I don't understand if this is the team that Ariel chose. Did she even think that they would have any sort of chance against the Skyscrapers? And Mega just took out referee Sean Hansen with a clothesline. The referee's down. The Star Wars guys are down. And it's just Ariel alone with Church, the Skyscrapers, and Johnny D. This at all. Johnny D on top, Church with the count from referee Hansen, and that's it. Was this even a match? And look at this, Church once again manhandling Ariel. Johnny D and Mega taking out her hand-picked team. I don't understand. And she just slapped Church. And that could be a big mistake. Church with a full Nelson. Come on, Church, don't do it. Don't do it. Full Nelson slam on Ariel. He could have just broken her in half. He took her out. And again, the destruction by Johnny D and Ariel, continues again. Ariel's hand-picked team, I'm sorry to say it, was nothing but a joke. Did she think they had any sort of chance here tonight against those two gargantuans, Slugger and Mega? And now Mega has Ariel. Come on, this is just too much. Has her over his shoulder. Pile driver. And Johnny D, that sick, pathetic human being, is enjoying all this. That dirty, rotten son of a bitch wants to see Ariel taken out here tonight. He's directing now Slugger to do something. This is just wrong. All four of these, oh, look at that. Slugger, again, just took out Ariel with that power slam type move. Paul Turner trying to get these four jerks out of the ring. I mean, what is going on here in JAP? First we have Fat Frank come out, debut his new team of the New Express, which turned out to be the solution, Papa Don and Havoc. And now Johnny D continuing his reign of terror over Ariel. They took out referee Hansen. They took out the team, and Ariel is still laying motionless in that ring. We need to get the damn paramedics out here.
Join up.
Second half of Seasons Beatings 2003. And the surprises just keep coming. Santa Claus is here. King Mort of Montron Productions. That's your father, isn't it, Santa Claus?
I think it's
I might have been made by a jolly old elf. That was King Moore from Mod Child Productions. Now, rumor has it you were going to have a chicken wing eating contest with Santa Claus after the show. I'll take Santa Claus anytime! I guess he's here to give presents. I don't know. I could use a girlfriend if he wants to give me one of those. What a way to break the tension. And later on tonight, double main events for the heavyweight championship. Dan Ma versus Shane Douglas versus the champ, Jerry the King Lawler. And double main event number 2, a battle of superstars from all over the world. They've wrestled in Ring of Honor. They've wrestled in TNA. They've each wrestled in Japan. AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels here tonight. And oh my God. So much for the fun with Santa Claus, because out to the ring comes Johnny D, the skyscrapers at church, who earlier on here tonight maliciously attacked Ariel, leaving her for dead in that ring. They've attacked her every month since August, and Ariel has been taken to a local medical facility and is being treated for injuries from the hands of these 4 jackasses, and now they're getting in the face of Santa Claus. This is just... Oh, no. Come on, it's the Jolly Man. It's St. Nick. Please don't. Oh, no, they have Santa Claus. Double chokeslam. Double chokeslam on Santa Claus. Why'd they pick on Santa Claus? Because he's fat. That's no way to talk about Santa. Oh, they're stealing Santa's sack. Dixie, why did they do that to Santa Claus? Maybe they got called in their stocking last year. I mean, who could be? I was good all year, so I hope he doesn't take this out on me. That's all I gotta say. I don't understand. What is going? The skyscrapers, church, Johnny D attacking Santa Claus. How do you comment on this? This is a dark moment in professional wrestling history. They picked on Santa Claus, King Lord's father. I mean, this is just wrong.
Tonight, it's the best of the lightweights, Derek Weil versus me, JAP's former television champion. Derek, tonight, I got 2 things in mind. One is capturing the #1 contender spot for a lightweight title, gold around my waist, Derek. And 2, that's proving to you that I am one of the JAP's fastest up-and-coming stars here in this business. Or in the JAP organization for that matter. Derek Weil, it is my understanding that you have never lost a match here in JAP yet. That's only because you had 1 match. Well, not to sound cocky, but today you're going to find out, Derek Weil, just how lethal Jay can be.
And we're back after that whole debacle with Santa Claus. Up next is a #1 contenders match for the Jersey All Pro Wrestling Light Heavyweight Championship. Our first combatant is the only man left from the JAPW Fan Challenge Series, Jay Lethal, who has had quite a feud lately with Skinhead Ivan. Will Ivan make his presence felt in this matchup? We'll only find out, but tonight, Jay Lethal takes on the winner of the Best of the Light Heavyweights 2003, Danger Boy Derek Wild. And you heard both men are very confident coming into this matchup here tonight. Derek Wild, along with the 2003 Best of the Light Heavyweight in the past, he has held titles all over Canada, such as the NSP Independent Champion, the HWF Cruiserweight Champion. He's a hell of a talent. He's here in Jersey All-Pro looking to make it on the full-time roster. And if he defeats Jay Lethal here tonight, I gotta believe the championship committee will put him on the full-time roster. And not only that, he will be the #1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship. And listen to the crowd ovation here for Jay Lethal. And this should be a tremendous matchup featuring two superior athletes in a Jersey All-Pro Wrestling ring. Jay Lethal, who debuted 2 years ago in the Charity Hall of Bayonne, New Jersey. Derek Wild made his debut at the 6th anniversary show last month. But he has been wrestling professionally the past 3 years. And we're going to start off this matchup with a good old-fashioned Greco-Roman knuckle-lock in the center of the ring. Your referee for this contest is Paul Turner. Jay Lethal now with the advantage. A nice bridge here, though, by Derek Wild. Wild powering out. And now, pushing Jay Lethal down. Lethal gonna have to use the same type of bridge that Wild did, and he does. Nice show of power here by both athletes. Lethal just powers out, sunset flip here, and Derek Wild. Wild kicks out, rolls on top. A couple of quick 2 counts here by both Wild and Lethal. Lethal with a nice leg sweep. Has the arm Oklahoma roll here, but Wild kicks out. Leg sweep by Derek. Looks like he's trying to go for an Oklahoma roll. Lethal reverse it, cover here, but Derek Wild kicks out. Fast action to start this contest. Another 2 count. That's about the 6th 2 count already in this matchup. But I'm corrected. Another 2 count. Both athletes up to their feet. And you hear the show of respect that the fans here in the Recreation Center in Rahway, New Jersey are giving both Derek Wild and Jay Lethal. Nice takedown. Jay Lethal now working over the ankle of the 2003 Best of Light Heavyweight, Danger Boy Derek Wild. Wild will reverse it into an armbar. Jay Lethal has one of his own. It looks like the tempo of this contest has slowed down considerably. Lethal still holding on to this armbar and wrist lock. Wild now getting to his feet. Wild now walking on the top rope, springboards off. Lethal left go of the hole. Wild charges and a running Hurricane Rana by Derek Wild, sending Lethal in the corner. Lethal looks very surprised after that move. Nice show of class by both athletes, extending the hand of sportsmanship. Lethal with another takedown, and again, working on the ankle of Danger Boy Derek Wild. Wild with his foot on the face, trying to kick out. Lethal still holding on. And Wild now turns it into a nice standing side headlock. Lethal whips Wild off the rope. Big time show tackle. Down goes the former television champion. Wild off the ropes again. Leapfrog by Lethal. Knife edge chop by Derek Wild. Lethal off the ropes. But caught Wild as he went for a sunset flip. Wild landed on his feet. Did it again. Nice enziguri kick to the back of the head by Derek Wild on Lethal. Wild with the cover, did not hook the leg, and Jay Lethal kicked out. And the southpaw, big left hand, send it down, Jay Lethal. Wild continuing to impress the fans of Jersey All Pro Wrestling, impress the over 600 fans in the Meadowlands Convention Center, and impressing the capacity crowd here in Rahway. Nice spinning leg scissors, went for a cover, and again Lethal kicked out. Another cover, and another two. And the two crowd is still here at the Recreation Center. Down by Wild, and this matchup, like I said earlier, has slowed down considerably after the hot opening. The fast-paced action in the opening parts of this contest has slowed down considerably. Both men trying to do everything they can to wear the other man down. Wild whips, Lethal off the ropes, Lethal ducks that clothesline off the ropes again. Flying elbow by Derek Wild. Hook to the leg, but Lethal kicks out. Is Lethal in the corner. More left hands by the southpaw Derek Wild, who comes all the way from the Great White North, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Reversal, Wild in the corner. Lethal charges. Wild got out of the way, and Lethal just ran head first into that top turnbuckle. Derek Wild now on the top rope, trying to go for a moonsault. Jay Lethal got his leg up, and his leg went right in the sternum of Derek Wild. But Wild kicked out after two. On the part of Jay Lethal, cover here, and again Wild kicks out. Jay Lethal could have busted the sternum of Derek Wild when he got his boot up. Nice snap suplex on the part of Jay Lethal, cover here, and again Wild kicks out. More near falls in this contest, neither athlete able to put the other one away quite yet. Jay Lethal now picking up Wild, has him in a front face lock. And a nice snap suplex again by Jay Lethal. Cover here, did not hook the leg, and once again, Derek Wild kicks out. And it looks like Jay Lethal is having words with referee Paul Turner. We can see Pat and Jay Lethal here as Derek Wild, nice powerbomb, cover, could be a quick pin, and again, but this time barely did Derek Wild kick out. Cobra clutch by Jay Lethal has Derek Wild's back on his kneecap, continuing to hold on to this Cobra clutch. A little extra leverage by Jay Lethal. That's very smart wrestling on the part of the former television champion. Wild got out of that nice drop kick to the chin, and both athletes down. Referee Paul Turner starts the count. Fans here in Rahway, I see Jay Lethal's family, who's once again here in attendance tonight. They are cheering profusely for their son. Lethal's mom is screaming for him to get up. But Wild is the first athlete up to his feet. He's on that top rope, but Lethal up, climbs the top rope with him, has him in a full Nelson Dragon suplex from the top rope. Full Nelson Dragon suplex from the top rope by Jay Lethal on Derek Wild. Wild out to the floor, Lethal not moving, and many of the fans here in Rahway on their feet, clapping in appreciation for that move. Derek Wild is barely moving out on the floor. Lethal has yet to move since landing on that mat. Referee Paul Turner, I believe, is counting both athletes. Wild up to his feet. Jay Lethal as well. Baseball slide right in the chest, sending Derek Wild back to the floor. Lethal. Oh, put on the brakes right there as Wild got up to his feet. And a knife edge chop. Jay Lethal now on the floor as well. We have both athletes on the floor. Anything could happen here. Irish whip and Wild goes right in the steel barricade. Derek Wild's back just smacked off that steel barricade. Jay Lethal measure up. Suicidal dive by Jay Lethal on Derek Wild out on the floor. Again, both athletes are down. Jay Lethal back in the ring, and I think referee Paul Turner is advising Jay Lethal to keep the match in the ring. And listen to the crowd here in Rahway chanting for Jay Lethal. Derek Wild up to his feet, Lethal off the ropes. Oh, look at that. A Hurricane Rana of sorts by Derek Wild, sending Jay Lethal out to the floor. And this time, Wild's measure up. He's off for Lethal up to his feet. Corkscrew senton by Derek Wild. Again, both athletes down. Again, they're out on the floor. And as much as the fans were behind Jay Lethal seconds ago, they have now shifted their cheers to Danger Boy Derek Wild. The fans being very respectful for both athletes. 3, 4. Wild now brings back Jay Lethal. And again, the winner of this contest will be deemed the #1 contender for Adriel's light heavyweight championship. Nice spin kick to the back of the head, springboard spin kick, and Derek Wild came within millimeters of winning this contest. But Jay Lethal showing how resilient he is, kicked out. And again, Derek Wild's got to be thinking in the back of his head, what am I going to have to do to defeat Jay Lethal here tonight? Wild now off the ropes. Jay Lethal tried to go for that short arm clothesline. He's off. There it is. Short arm clothesline. Patented Jay Lethal. Hook of the leg here in Wild. And Wild barely kicked out. And now Lethal having words with referee Paul Turner. Actually physically putting his hand on the referee. Lethal thought he had this match won after that short arm clothesline. Lethal has a full Nelson. Derek Wild got out of that. Turns it into a full Nelson of his own. Lethal reversed that. Trying to go for a dragon suplex, I think. Wild with an elbow to the head. Has Lethal in a wheelbarrow, but Lethal reversed it. Dragon suplex here, covered by Lethal. And that's it. Just like that. Out of nowhere. Just like that out of nowhere. Jay Lethal fighting for about the last minute of this contest to get that full Nelson Dragon suplex in. And that was enough when he finally hit it to put Derek Wild away. And another 10-star matchup here in Jersey All-Pro, and if I were Adriel, I'd be very worried about Jay Lethal. And take nothing away from Derek Wild. He put on another 10-star match, and I gotta believe we will continue to see Derek Wild in a Jersey All-Pro wrestling ring. But tonight, here at Seasons Beatings, it was all Jay Lethal. Nice show of sportsmanship by both athletes. And with this win, Jay Lethal becomes the #1 contender for the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Light Heavyweight Championship.
Hey, what's up, Slick? Well, in case you're wondering why we're here, anyway, my partner and I wanted to thank you for the opportunity to get in the ring with you. I mean, it's nice that the tag titles are on the line, but just to work with you it's such an honor. And where's that peck thing? Anyway, I know Christmas is right around the corner and stuff, so if you come to our locker room, there's a big present. Just follow the mistletoe. It leads the way, okay? Look, I know you gotta get busy for your match and stuff, and if you need anyone to roll you up or anything, you know, we're just like down to the hallway, and Slick, Mr. Fan, Guido, April. Anyway, come on, JB. You gotta go. JB, hold it out. I'm warning you about it. Gotta go. I'm warning you. Gotta go. What the hell was that?
What the hell is going on?
And this should be quite an interesting matchup for the Tag Team Championship. You saw the interviews. You saw the Christopher Street connection basically hit on Slick Wagner Brown. And I'm being joined for this contest by a man who lost last month in a tag team title matchup, one half of the HFX Dixie. I did not lose. Did you see my shoulders to the mat? No, I didn't. Exactly. And what else I have to say is, we beat them, and what are they doing here? Why do you let, well, sometimes it's not about wrestling, it's about sports entertainment. I don't watch that, words here. Early on tonight, they were hitting on Slick Wagner Brown. Yeah. I mean, Jailbait flashed them because she thought they were talking about April Hunter, and they said, no, we're talking about Slick. I think they're in love with Slick. As long as they're not in love with me, that's all I got to say. Well, I did hear rumors, in fact. Sorry, that's what I heard. Don't make me stop. This is my show. And the challengers in the ring, the very colorful Christopher Street Connection along with Jailbait. And Dixie, I gotta ask you, who would you rather fight in a contest, the Christopher Street Connection or Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter? Well, no biggie there. That's what I heard. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about you. Slick and April, because they have what we want. They have those precious titles around their waist. Maybe not after tonight, maybe they'll be around the waist of the Christopher Street Connection. I seriously hope not. There you hear the music. I believe Slick's fans are in attendance here tonight. Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter, the first intergender tag team champions in the history of Jersey All Pro Wrestling. And they are getting quite the pop here at the Recreation Center in Rahway, New Jersey. Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter a few months ago. Look at those. Those are so beautiful. Those two beautiful, big, shiny belts. I can't wait till they're around me and Deranged's waist. We're going to have our chance with them again. Tonight may have put a little wrench in our plans, but oh, trust me, we will have those around our waists very soon. Very soon, huh? Well, there you hear it. Dixie just says him and Deranged the HFX will once again be the tag team champion. But tonight they do not get the shot. It will be the Christopher Street Connection who just seems smitten with Slick Wagner Brown. Well, Dixie, I gotta ask you, usually when it's a man and a woman team, usually the men are very cautious about hitting the women. What do you think in this case, with Christopher Street Connection going to be cautious about hitting Slick, and you think they're going to go all out on April Hunter? Your thought? Oh, well, you were saying they were hitting on him, so I really don't know. You might be right. You might be right. If I were April Hunter, I'd be there. I'd watch myself in this matchup. There's four females in this match and one man. Oh, we're not even going to go there. What? They're very feminine. The Christopher Street is very feminine.
secure enough to say it. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with them.
Well, if you're secure enough in yourself, you wouldn't mind.
You saw what they did last time.
There is no shame in my name, believe me. And I just want to let you know there is a Santa Claus to knock out his lap and he wishes for a swing in the match, and I got it. But that's to show that we're not greedy. We've got someone here who's got something to say to the man in the audience. Jill.
Something. That's what we like to hear.
She likes women. She likes women, Buck. Did you hear that?
Yes! Oh, but you stand no chance with her now.
She might have a friend. That's true.
There you have it. It seems like the fans here in Rahway, Dixie, are solidly behind Slick Wagner, Brown, and April Hunter, even after the announcement that Jailbait said she's a lesbian.
Well, obviously, you can't cater to these fans. See, when you cater to the fans, you...
She just said she's a lesbian. I mean, how's that not more catering than that?
What are you trying to say? She really ain't? You just need to write in your papers and get your facts straight.
The fact is, Jailbait just said she's a lesbian, right?
Yes, and you're saying she's catering to the fans. No, she's stating her sexual preference.
Well, here we go. This matchup officially on the way. Referee Sean Anson. It's going to be April Hunter starting off the contest against Buffy. Okay, excuse me. Triple X Mace Mendoza gets the tag in. I don't think Buffy wanted to have anything to do with April Hunter. I don't even know why he's scared of her. Well, maybe he's just saving himself for Slick. I don't know. Fans here in Rahway starting a Let's Go April chant. I think there's something fishy going on around here.
I'm not even going to comment on that. You seriously need some mental evaluation.
Sorry, it's been a long night.
I refuse to wrestle!
Christopher Street Connection wasting a lot of time out on the floor. I think they're refusing, Dixie, to wrestle April Hunter. They want Slick all of themselves.
You're right. I'm stopping. Listen, when the Christopher Street are out, I am in complete, awe. They scare me. I literally get the heebie-jeebies when I'm around them.
Heebie-jeebies?
Yes, the only reason I'm out here is to see Slick and April wrestle, because they have what we want, like I said a million times already, and you got to know your competition.
Point. Now I think the Christopher Street Connection, they're fighting on who they want. They're fighting on which one gets to wrestle Slick Wagner Brown. This is just too much. They're continuing to fight. Slick having enough, finally goes after Mace, knife edge chop. I think that made Buffy jealous. Slick Wagner Brown whoops Mace off the ropes. He ducked his head, got met with a boot by Mace. Nice drop kick by Slick Wagner Brown. Slick has Mace in the corner, big knife edge chop, and I think Mace thinks he's getting exactly what he wanted in this contest.
I think so. And joining me tonight in the commentary is my great partner at the ring.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
I bet it's an honor to have me sitting next to you right now, Clemson. You feel cool for one?
Our ratings just went skyrocketed.
All right. Who we got here? Well, what's going on?
The Christopher Street connection.
Oh.
Jailbait says she's a lesbian.
They kissed you. Remember?
No, I don't remember. That never happened, okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That never happened.
Well, dude, Jailbait just announced she's a lesbian.
A lesbian? Nice, man.
Anyway, let's get back to this match. It seems like they're trying to take a timeout.
But that's what cowards would do. The H effect would never do that.
Oh, no.
Christopher Street, they're being true cowards right now. What's going on here? You know, that April girl's pretty hot.
I agree with you.
Oh, you're gonna pay for this.
Are these guys checking each other out, or are they here to fight?
No, they're fighting over who gets to wrestle Slick, because earlier on tonight, they were hitting on Slick Wagner Brown.
Oh, that's pretty gross, honestly. I don't really want to speak on that.
Montron caught it on tape.
If that's Montron for you.
Anyway, well, while we're talking about it, give a big shout out to the boys from Staten Island, New York, Montron Productions, the exclusive producers of Jersey All Pro Wrestling Hard-Hitting TV. You can visit them on the web at montron.com. And I think now we'll have some fighting in this matchup. Slick Wagner Brown once again with a lockup on Mace Mendoza. As an armbar, Slick just pounded away on the elbow and the clavicle of Mace Mendoza. And Deranged, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Dixie earlier. Who would you rather wrestle in a matchup? April and Slick or the Christopher Street? He said the Christopher Street.
Honestly, I'd rather wrestle April and Jailbait.
That's not going to happen. Jailbait's a lesbian.
That's the best part. That's what
did I say? I have a friend.
She might. Oh, look at this. Mace doing something that's illegal in about 49 states, I think. This ain't one of them.
It's okay. There's no contact going on. Her and April can get it on, and I can watch.
All right. I'll take that. There goes Slick now whipped off the ropes. Drop toe hold by Mace. Has him in a chin lock. It's a fairy dance. I don't know.
You're mean.
What would you call it?
What is he doing?
Oh, about that? You know about
No, I don't. What are you talking about? It's disgusting.
That's bring back memories?
No, like I said, that never happened. I never wrestled the Christopher Street Connection. We've never been in the ring with that. As a matter of fact, that tape has been tampered with. I'm going to have a talk with Montron about that tape, because that was tampered with. I'm pretty sure about that, because that match never happened.
Didn't show the whole thing.
Oh. Now we have some double team in the corner by the Christopher Street Connection of Slick Wagner Brown. They have the spread eagle in the corner.
Eagle? I didn't even know you were aware of that word.
You learned something new in a double crotch kick.
I have to ask you something. Are you commentating for sports entertainment?
Well,
Triple X.
Sports entertainment, I guess now.
So stick to the right.
All right, snapmare takeover by Mace Mendoza on Slick Wagner Brown. Mace off the rope and an elbow right to the throat of Slick. Cover here by Mace, and Slick Wagner Brown kicks out. And April Hunter, guys, has yet to officially be involved in this contest.
Well, honestly, she needs to stay out of it, because if she knew better, she'd think back to that ass kicking she took from us last show.
I don't know about that. She held her own against you, I'm sorry to say.
I don't know if me and you saw the same match, but we kicked the hell out of that tramp and that big freaking overgrown man.
Why aren't you the champs?
Fear us got our way, and they have hell to pay.
Hell to pay.
We were screwed, just like every other time. We were always screwed. They put us in the ring with females. They put us in the ring with 2 300-pound killer tomatoes. See, they're afraid. They know we can kick the hell out of that insane dragon and that Azrael. See, they don't give us opponents we can take. There's a conspiracy going on back there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna have some. It seems Buffy and Mace are trying to do something a little smart here by making April have the ref take his eyes off the match. So
good call. Double teaming here, much to the liking of the Christopher Street Connection. I heard they dream about double teaming Slick more than a few times.
You've been studying all week to say that line.
I have been, yes I have. Over here by Mace on Slick, but Slick kicks out.
Look, see, look at Mace. He's a coward. He's pulling the hair, and the ref doesn't even see it. How long has Hanson been reffing for? 2 months? Huh?
Actually, quite a few. He's refereed over 1,500 matches from what he tells me every month.
Well, I want to see.
Obviously, he did it blindfold because he hasn't learned a thing.
And now Buffy finally I guess he just tug in. Mace Mendoza. Buffy whipped off the ropes. Cuts that clothesline. He charges. Oh, wow.
Oh, see, that's uncalled for, and that is illegal. Why is the ref letting Buffy do this right now? That's illegal.
That's a crotch slam is what that is. Referee Hanson.
There's no such thing. I get in trouble for those things all the time. Wait. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I've never grabbed the crotch in my life. See, what is this? This is not wrestling. They need to go back to Christopher Street. What?
And a German suplex there. There's some wrestling for you. Nice German suplex by one half of the tag team champ. And Deranged, if Slick and April want to come out the champions, Slick needs to make the tag and needs to make the tag right now.
Really, he does. He looks pretty worn out. He looks out of it. But I'm not sure April, even the two fags, I don't think April.
You can't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. So bleep it out, Machom. I don't know if April's gonna.
Oh, she gets the tag in. Buffy charges. She does that clothesline and takes down Mace and takes down Buffy. Look at the power of April Hunter scooping up Mace, slamming him hard, and a second one here for Buffy. Deranged April Hunter is taking out the Christopher Street Connection by herself.
I'll give her credit for that. I don't like her, but I'll give her the credit. She is handling business right now, and she just bitch slapped Buffy.
They took him out. Buffy is motionless. April now tags in her partner, Slick Wagner Brown. They have him in a double front facelock suplex takeover by the tag team champs. And now the momentum has shifted in the favor of the tag team champions.
See, what's Jailbait's name?
Jailbait.
Oh, okay, her name's Jailbait. All right. Well, Jailbait, she's useless. I don't even know what she's doing out there. Obviously, Christopher Street needs some help, and she's just standing there watching, trying to look cute. She needs to do something.
She's like 19.
Oh, I don't know, but Slick Wagner Brown just went hard out to the floor. April Hunter whipped off the ropes. Buffy has him nice double teaming over by the Christopher Street Connection. And in the ring comes Jailbait.
It's about time she gets in there and does something.
She doesn't want Buffy on top of April. Instead, she wants to be on top of April. I think she's going to give her mouth to mouth.
Clemson, this is great. Oh, my God.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Clemson, I think I'm in love now.
Slick wants Jailbait to go on top of him. I don't think it's going to happen. She just announced to the world she's a lesbian. You're right. Slick feels cheated is what he feels. I don't know if I feel cheated. April's...
Hey, I don't blame Slick. If I was in his position, I would have...
He has April Hunter.
But April can only do so much. You know, there's nothing better.
What is that? What is that?
Disgusting. Oh, my God. You don't get to see that.
Oh, my God. They're having a field day watch.
Clemson, I'm starting to feel very uncomfortable sitting next to you right now.
I don't know why I should feel uncomfortable. Look at this. Double teaming over Headhunter by April Hunter. Samoan drop by Slick. Cover. And there you have it. It's over, guys.
I'll give them
They better enjoy their victory, because each day is one day closer to us getting those belts.
Well, guys, thank you for sitting with me in this most interesting contest.
No problem, Clemson.
Dixie's speechless. Oh, wait a minute. It's La Familia, the Dirty Ride Scoundrels, and Dan Mobb.
Great. The other two clowns want to jump in there now.
I didn't even think the Scoundrels were in the building tonight. They're just taking out Slick and April. Dan Mobb is April Hunter. Come on, don't do it. Headbutt to the groin.
Now, I wish I was Dan Mobb.
control of Slick Wagner Brown. I didn't even know the freaking scoundrels were in the building tonight.
Well, see, that's what geniuses do. They had everybody fooled. Nobody thought they were here, and bam! They came out, and now they're taking out the champions, softening them up for us to take the belts. Thank you, dear.
I don't think they're doing it for you. I think they want a shot at Slick Wagner Brown in April. If you were smart, you'd be the ones up there.
They got beat by a girl. Am I right? They lost them.
Yeah.
Now they need handcuffs. They're softening them up for us. We're the real men in this company. We're the best tag team there is in this company.
They have Slick Wagner Brown handcuffed to that middle rope. And it will be Dan Moff and Slick Wagner Brown facing off for our next show, a joint show between Jersey All Pro and Ring of Honor.
You see this? See, Slick isn't so big and strong now. Can't even get out of those handcuffs. Well, that's no excuse. He's a big, strong guy. I'm sure he can hulk up and break out of those cuffs.
Now this is just wrong. La Familia in the face of April Hunter. Oh no. Oh, look at this.
You tell me what's wrong with this.
He's manhandling a woman.
Well, they're supposed to be the
tag team champion, am I right? But Dan Moff has no business in that ring.
Won those belts. Hey, when she signed the match for the DRS in the first place, she knew that she was going to have to get in the ring with men.
But Dan Moff has no business in this ring.
This isn't ballet.
This is just totally disgusting. Dan Moff trying to get under the skin of Slick early for the matchup next time at the joint show. And look at dirty run driver on April Hunter. They just broke her in half.
Thank you. Thank you, DRS. Thank you.
If they're helping their hand, we're helping you by the whole shining of them up. Go kick me. They're not doing this for you, they're doing it for themselves.
Hey, they don't know they're doing it for us, but we know they're softening up the tag champs, and they're going to win those belts.
Oh, no, look at this. Dan Moff has April Hunter over his shoulders. Don't do this, you son of a bitch. You'll break her in half. No. Come on, no. Burning hammer by Dan Moff on April Hunter. He could have just killed her with that one move.
Listen, it's not about whether she died or not. This is great TV.
Are you sticking up for that son of a bitch? Are you sticking up for that asshole?
You need to ask my history with Dan Moff.
You're a son of a bitch. Get out of here.
With pleasure, dork.
This is just disgusting. Dan Moff could have just paralyzed April Hunter with that burning hammer. And we have the H effect still over here with me laughing at this. Two cheer for this.
Makes great TV, brother. Makes great TV.
Oh, man.
Yeah, break it down, KC. Break it down. You idiot. You just helped us out, moron. Thank you.
Dan Moff could have just ended the career of April Hunter with that burning hammer. La Familia have gone over the edge here tonight at Seasons Beatings. And it's all over the matchup at our next show. Dan Moff trying to make a statement to Slick Wagner Brown that he will destroy him at the Jersey All Pro Ring of Honor joint show.
Good. That's another man helping us destroy the team that has our precious belts.
This is all about the belts, isn't it?
What else is it about?
April Hunter hasn't moved since that damn burning hammer. And all you can worry about is your freaking belts?
She'll get over it. I'm pretty sure just walk it off, April. Walk it off.
Walk it off. She might not be able to walk again.
So the only thing that means anything in
this company. With the belts, you get money, power, women, and respect.
Remember that, Clemson. Remember that.
No thanks. They're trying to get Slick out of those handcuffs. April Hunter still not moving. And the La Familia made a big statement here tonight that they will take out anybody in their way. Jerks. Loser.
Part of Dixie and Durant will now be played by Buck Woodward. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Again, going after Slick Wagner Brown and April Hunter. This is just tasteless. Dan Moff and the Scoundrels should be thrown in prison for what they did to April Hunter. Slick now finally out of the handcuffs. Look out, Casey Blade. They didn't even get out of the ring.
Six-time Jersey All-Pro Tag Team Champion, former Jersey All-Pro Heavyweight Champion. You're talking about me, Dan Moff. But just for a second, let's forget about Dan Moff, because we're just rolling off the 6th anniversary show, and Jersey All-Pro is turning over a new leaf, as we should say. We got guys like Shane Douglas, a major player. We got Jerry Lawler. We got the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. We've got the phenomenal AJ Styles. We got Jay Lethal. We've got Dixie. We've got them all. And what does everybody want? Everybody wants to be at the top of the food chain. But you see, lawyers can go straight to hell, because that's exactly where I plan on being. That's exactly where I'm gonna take my place. I'm gonna take my place. I'm gonna claim my throne. And I'm gonna be the two-time Jersey All-Pro Heavyweight Champion. And I'm gonna steamroll right in to New Jersey, into that Ring of Honor show, into that Ring of Honor Jersey All-Pro Joint show. Hell, it ain't never been done in history. The two companies that own the Northeast are gonna come together. One night only, and we're gonna see how much hell those badass companies can raise under one single roof.
And here we come. The first of our two main events here at Seasons Meetings 2003. I'm Mark Clemson, and joining me now for these final two contests from OneWrestling.com, Buck Woodward. And Buck Woodward, you still have to be in shock after what we just saw. Dan Moff, that dirty, rotten son of a bitch, giving April Hunter the burning hymn.
I don't know what is going on tonight, Jersey All-Pro Wrestling, and I don't know what the dirty, rotten scoundrels, what the DRS are doing here ringside with Dan Moff. It's bad enough that Shane Douglas can show up unannounced, and all of a sudden, just like that, he's in a world title match, doesn't work his way up blood, he shows up, he's in a world title match. Dan Moff, who's granted, like him or don't like him, has earned his opportunity to be in the ring, to get a shot at that, but then he's bringing up the DRS with him. I mean, it's better if we're going to have Jerry Lawler, Shane Douglas, and Dan Moff. Do we really need some more people outside the ring?
And there's a lot of wild cards in this matchup. What we saw at the 6th anniversary show at the end of that night, Dan Mobb tried to jump Jerry the King Lawler. It didn't work. Take in Shane Douglas. You know all the hatred, Buck Woodward, that Shane Douglas has for World Wrestling Entertainment and Vince McMahon. Shane Douglas could take out all his aggressions here tonight against the Monday Night Raw announcer, Jerry Lawler.
Absolutely. Long storied history. When Jerry Lawler invaded ECW and the ranks of Team Extreme defended their company, there was one man who would not step forth. There was one man who didn't want anything to do with World Wrestling Entertainment. That was Shane Douglas. But tonight, he's going to be in the ring. He's got a chance to back up his mouth, and I think we're about to hear from the mouth right now.
Now that's class.
Shane Douglas touring Puerto Rico very soon. Once again, Shane Douglas definitely not lacking confidence, and he's already playing the mind game.
Shane Douglas looks to be in great physical shape, but Buck Woodward, I have on good authority that Shane Douglas has been fighting flu-like symptoms all night. Could that play a factor in this matchup?
Absolutely, as you see the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Jerry the King Lawler come to the ring. Shane Douglas travels the country, wrestles for NWA TNA. He wrestles for numerous independent promotions. He's in hot demand as a performer, as he always is. However, all that travel, especially these winter months, take their toll. Shane Douglas battling the flu. Will it become a factor? I think it will if this match goes the distance. The longer the match goes, the weaker Shane Douglas might be. It's in his best interest to try to win it early, win it quick.
Well, we all know Dan Moff will not let that happen. And out at ringside right now is Jerry the King Lawler. who with the help of Mick Foley at the 6th anniversary show defeated Al Snow and that annoying son of a bitch, Jonathan Coachman.
Well, tonight's a major difference. There is no Mick Foley. It's Rev Hansen calling it right down the middle. And let's not forget that outside the ring factor, the DRS are there to watch them outside. Lawler and Douglas are going it alone.
Exactly, and I gotta think. Oh, wait a minute.
Let me just say one thing. I stood back there and I listened to you both run your mouths. And if you could win championships with your mouth, you guys would both be world champion. But unfortunately, you don't win with your mouth. You win them in the middle of the ring. And looking at the two of you, well, actually looking at the three of us, I know why I'm wearing this belt and you two aren't. Now, when this thing's over tonight, I heard you say you're going to take the gold back to Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania?
Hey, nothing's wrong with Pennsylvania.
Puerto Rico. The only good thing that ever came from Puerto Rico was an empty boat.
That is definitely not Monday night in Rahway.
Wow. Jerry Lawler getting personal here with Dan Moss. Much to the delight of Dixie.
All of this propaganda about him being a school teacher, don't believe it. This guy's so dumb that he thought vampires came from Pennsylvania. Now let me tell you. Hey, Jose.
Dan Moss, Jose, get away with it.
Now let me just say this. I guess you can look over there and see what they've got in mind. They've got it's going to be 3 against 2 at best, or 3 against 1. So you do the math. You the dean.
Now that was tremendous.
He hasn't been a dean for a few years, and I don't think he wanted to be reminded of those days.
Wow, Lawler's on fire here.
Douglas is walking off. Franchise taking a hike.
Not too proud of those Dean Douglas days as Shane Douglas.
I just want to make sure there's absolutely no friendship in this ring at all. I want this big. Wait, he's not leaving, is he? His feelings are hurt by my comments. If I've said anything to offend you, believe me, I tried my best. But come on back. Let's get this thing going. Because I want to show everybody here tonight, and especially you two clowns, exactly why they call me the king and exactly why I am the Jersey Outlaw champion, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challengers. First, representing the ring right now, Olivia, weighing in at 250 pounds from Bed-Stuy to Brooklyn, New York. He is the former 6-time Jersey Outlaw tag team champion. The former Jersey
Oh, God, we have to hit. Here's all of the accolades. And he's also a glorified jackass. holding up the championship belt of Jersey All Pro Wrestling. And Buck, before even one move was executed, a lot of fireworks in this heavyweight title matchup.
You don't get to where Jerry Lawler and where Shane Douglas have been in this business without having an understanding that some matches are won or lost before that bell even rings. We just heard it, but already Lawler has flustered Dan Moff. He's flustered Shane Douglas. Likewise, Douglas trash talk back, and now it's Moff mouthing off to his opponent. They're looking for that all-important psychological advantage because this is a three-way match. You can't just focus on one man. You have to have eyes in the back of your heads every time. And as far as I can tell, Dan Moff's the only one that brought 2 extra sets of eyes with him.
That's right. I think Dan Moff, as much as I hate to say it, has the advantage in this contest. Not just because of the DRS, but he's the youngest athlete in this contest. I believe the youth and his power will overtake Jerry Lawler and Shane Douglas.
Well, it's an age-old tale, youth versus experience. In this case, we have a pair of veterans. Jerry Lawler, the veteran's veteran, if you will. Shane Douglas, a veteran. Dan Moff, a young veteran. Make no mistake about it, he is young, but he has some experience. And look at this is classic. Both Lawler and Douglas going to the younger Moff, trying to get him on their side for the opening moments of this matchup. But at the end, it's about to go. It looks like Moff and Douglas have reached the pack.
Looks Jerry Lawler backing himself into a corner. Could that be what's going to happen in this entire matchup? Douglas and Moff working over Lawler. Lawler gets out of the way. Look at this, a shove between the franchise and Moff, who seconds ago tried to work as a team.
Any alliances will be tenuous at best in this matchup. If I'm Moff, I have the DRS watching my back. I just go all out. You're not going to have much to worry about. You throw one guy to the floor, you let the DRS take care of him. Sure, it's illegal, but it's to be expected from someone like Dan Moff.
And once again, we saw a pact between Dan Moff and the franchise. And now Lawler has the franchise in the corner. Actually, franchise turned into Lawler in the corner. Now we have Dan Moff, the franchise, working over Jerry Lawler in the corner. Lawler punch sends down Dan Moff and sends down the franchise. 2 swift punches by the King, and both the franchise and Moff are down, but certainly not out.
Obviously, Jerry Lawler getting an early advantage despite apparently a 2-on-1. I'll see once again the blame game already starting to be played by Moff and Douglas.
And what's the franchise saying? The referee answer. Franchise complaining already in this contest.
Well, technically a closed fist punch is illegal.
Come on, like he's never done it before. Like he's never done anything underhanded in this sport. And
the franchise, no, of course not.
And Jerry Lawler putting up a good fight here. Still backing himself in the corner, but so far all the offense in this matchup, albeit punches, has been with Jerry Lawler.
It's unusual the way this match is formatted. We're not seeing any wrestling, we're not seeing any holds. We're seeing Douglas and Moff moving on Lawler. Lawler punches his way out of it. Moves in, punches his way out of it.
Oh, look at that. Moff mouthing off to Lawler, and Lawler with one swift punch sends down Dan Moff. And looks like right now the pact between Douglas and Moff is out, as Shane now working over the former heavyweight champion.
Douglas realized he was getting nowhere working with Moff against Lawler. Now Douglas going after Moff, and Lawler watching. Well, Lawler was sitting back watching the action, but now the franchise has turned his attention to the Jersey All Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion.
That's right, the franchise in the corner of his eye saw Jerry Lawler walking behind him and immediately turned his attention to the heavyweight champion. And right now, Dan Moff just got met groin by the face of the franchise, and Jerry Lawler now pounding away on Shane Douglas. Cover here. And only a 2 count. And it's got to be said that there will only be 1 fall in this contest. So Jerry Lawler could lose the championship, but not be decided in the fall.
Absolutely, that's the danger in a 3-way matchup when there's only 1 fall involved. A quick flash pin, a quick roll-up, that's it, the match is over. And like you said, could go either way. Bulldog there by Jerry the King Lawler.
Nice bulldog by the King, cover on Dan Moff, but the franchise immediately came and break up that count. All 3 athletes came in the Rahway, cocky as ever, but only 1 buck could walk away the champion.
It is so important to make sure that a pinfall doesn't take place. You know, you can't take too much of a breather. You can't sit to the side and let the other 2 wrestle, because just that quick, there could be a 3 count. See Shane Douglas there with a big bicep. Moff watching from the floor. Douglas misses with the elbow drop.
And Moff better watch. We might have a quick pin. Jerry Lawler just send the franchise out to the floor right where Dan Moff is. far-fetched chop by Dan Moff, knocking down the franchise.
Dan Moff was laying in wait, waiting for the franchise or Jerry Lawler to get tossed to the floor. Franchise got tossed into the Shark Tank.
That's right, and Dan Moff just sent the franchise back first into the steel barricade. And watching this matchup very, very closely, Buck Woodward, is Slick Wagner Brown. Because at our next show in Woodbridge, a joint show between JAP and Ring of Honor, if Dan Moff wins the title here tonight, it will be a title match between Moff and Slick and Woodbridge.
Absolutely, Dan. It's hard to believe it, but Slick Wagner Brown is no doubt cheering for Dan Moff right now. The man that beat him up, handcuffed him to the bottom rope, laid out here for Hunter. Slick Wagner Brown wants Dan Moff to win because that'll make his grudge match, and believe me, it is a grudge. They'll make it a title match. As we see Dan Moff backdropping Jerry King Lawler, the franchise on the floor. Moff is hoping to claim that gold and bring it with him to Woodbridge.
And a headbutt right to the shoulder blade on the King. And again, the franchise breaks up the count. The franchise now diverting his attention to Dan Moff, allowing Jerry Lawler to recollect his thoughts. Moff just got kicked out to the floor, and here comes the grudge match between the franchise and World Wrestling Entertainment. So Lawler quickly trying to go for the pile driver. There it is, pile driver by Lawler and the franchise.
That could be it. That's one of Lawler's finishers, the pile driver, 2 count. Now with Dan Moff there to break it up.
That's not one of the finishers. That's the patented move by Jerry Lawler. Look at this. Dan Moff being very sneaky, trying to go for a quick pin against the franchise.
Can't blame him. You got to take advantage of.
Wait a minute, here he comes. Lawler's trying to go for the second pile driver in the contest. This time on Dan Moff. Has him up, pile driver. Big time pile driver by the heavyweight champion. Covered by Lawler, but the franchise breaks it up.
Once again, it was from franchise going for the cover. Only a 2 count. Lawler breaks it up. More wrestling by Lawler, though. He had one man down, tried to bring down the other one, get the pinfall. However, the franchise recuperated a little quicker than expected. Got there, broke up a bit, and now it's the franchise stepping on the throat of Jerry the King Lawler.
And that was very smart wrestling by Lawler. Did not hit just a regular move. Hit his patented finishing move on both the franchise and Dan Moff. But now you see the 2-on-1 situation as both of those athletes are up to their feet and pounding away at the King.
Again, though, they can work together to weaken Jerry Lawler. What it comes down to is only one of them can score that pinfall. Only one of them can win the title. Sooner or later, one man is going to turn the other, as we see a double Irish whip here.
Double kick to the gut. They have the King in a front face lock. And look at this. Double suplex holding up the King, allowing all the blood to reach the brain. And they just smacked his back off of that ring apron. And look at this, the alliance. Oh, Dan Moff being stupid turned his back. And Shane Douglas almost became the heavyweight champ.
Shane Douglas a little bait switch it. Now it's Moff with the cover. And Shane pulls off Moff. As we mentioned earlier, it's one pinfall. One pinfall gets that title. You can't beat teammates in here. You beat teammates momentarily, try to weaken the guy, but sooner or later, you're going to have to turn on him to make that extra reach, to go that extra mile for individual glory. This is about a singles title, not a tag title.
Now it seems like the pack once again continues as the franchise Shane Douglas and Dan Moff work over Jerry the King Lawler. And it was 1 year ago, Buck Woodward, where Dan Moff made a name for himself in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And will he go into that town next month, the heavyweight champion?
Dan Moff is a man on a mission. His mission is to dominate professional wrestling. The best way to make a name for yourself is to take down the established stars. He has 2 established stars in with him right now. Right now he's working with Shane Douglas, working on Jerry Lawler. How many people in this business can say they beat Jerry Lawler? How many can say, uh-oh, the strap up.
Lawler pulled the strap down, now working over both the franchise and Dan Moff. Kick to the sternum, flip him off, stunner. Stunner by Jerry the King Lawler on the franchise, and there's one for that son of a bitch, Dan Moff. EC Negro up, he got sent down to the floor. Casey Blade up, and he met the same fate as his tag team partner. Is Jerry Lawler now invincible in this match?
Wait a minute, he tossed something to Moff. He tossed something in the ring to Dan Moff. He's got knuckles. He's got something on his head. Jerry Lawler does not realize it.
There it is, the brass knucks to the face, and that's the advantage Dan Moff has with the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and that's it.
moving earlier. Dan Mobb had a chance to do a few minutes on. You can say he holds a win over Jerry Lawler now. You can say he holds a win over Shane Douglas now. And he can say that he is the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
And we made the point when Dan Mobb came out with the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels that he had that ace card. He had the Scoundrels in the corner. And thanks to EC Negro giving Dan Mobb those brass knocks, he wailed Lawler in the back of the head. And now Buck Woodward, we have a new champion in the form of Dan Mobb.
The Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title back with La Familia, if you will. Shane Douglas obviously flustered and angered by this. He was looking at this after his impact, after the impact he made by returning at the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling 6th Anniversary Show. He wanted to complete the circle by winning the title. He failed to do so. Jerry the King Lawler is back to Stamford, Connecticut, back to the announce table for Lawler.
Against that piece of shit. You double-crossed the franchise. You knew what you've done. You signed your freaking death warrant, pal. You may call yourself a champion, but not for long. I'll break your freaking neck and take my gold.
It seems like the franchise has just laid down the challenge, and Buck Woodward in the past two shows, listen to the names that Dan Mobb has defeated. He's defeated Raven. He's defeated Steve Corino, and tonight he defeated the franchise and Jerry the King Lawler. Four great names that he's defeated has now gone on his resume.
You know, there's a few names left for Dan Mobb to face, obviously, and well, one thought comes to my mind, and that's that this news will reach the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas at some point. But that's the future. The present right now is the franchise Shane Douglas. The present for Dan Mobb is Slick Wagner Brown.
Franchise, I learned from you. In order to survive in this business, you gotta be a cheap, low-down son of a bitch. I guess tonight, I was more of a cheap, low-down son of a bitch than you are. Hey, franchise.
Dan Mobb has won the Jersey All-Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, but he has many challenges. Look at this, the feud between the franchise and Lawler continuing even after the matchup is over. Franchise going after Jerry Lawler like he was Vince McMahon himself.
And you knew Shane couldn't resist the chance to take a shot at a wrestling entertainment employee. Of course, Jerry Lawler, the King of Memphis, Tennessee, has held his own for more than a few years against blindside attacks.
And now they're telling Lawler to beat up referee Sean Hansen, even with after all this extracurricular activity. As Buck Woodward said, Dan Mobb has now become the hunted in JAP. And the first athlete to get the crack at the title is Slick Wagner's Brown. Oh boy. Christopher Daniels now at the waistline. AJ Styles gets out of it, turns it into a nice hammerlock, and Buck Woodward so far, it's been all night game.
Absolutely. Feeling each other out. Feel each other out. These are not rookies. They're not somebody throwing drop kicks, doing moonsaults. Heavy metal. Game plan. Both men are going to stick with it, wear down their opponent, and set them up for another finish. Of course, Trump was for Daniels. I think he would win. Yeah, AJ Styles is just going to crash. If you see some great mat wrestling here. See, you're not going to see those finishes right away. You're going to build up to those moves. As this crowd here in Rahway, New Jersey, huge respect to the grappling we're seeing in the ring. AJ Styles turns it into a standing side headlock on the fallen angel of Christopher Daniels, and every eye in this building is glued to that same ring. All the fans are showing the respect to both of them. See what you did there, Daniels. He's in the headlock. He stepped on the back of Styles' calf to work him down to the mat and then get the arm. There's subtle things there by Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles. They had to go. That's how they went. Styles now rolling through. Goes right, goes back to the side headlock. One wins the hole. Now you notice this time Styles is staying on one knee. He's going to try to keep his legs up. That's the side might take over there. He's not going to be able to do that same move again. He's not going to let him step on his calf and get him down. That's your point. Daniels trying to go for a quick cover. AJ Styles again goes right back
the ring. That's a problem. The referee knows exactly that they are ring technicians and is trying as best he can to get AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels back in the ring. But Daniels continuing to work over Styles on the floor. I think he's motioning. He's going to try to throw AJ Styles in that stool back to him, but he's going to send AJ into motion. Styles up and over. Daniels charges off the butt kick by AJ Styles, catching the charging Christopher Daniels underneath the chin. Great wrestling by AJ Styles.
Absolutely, Styles saw where he was going, reacted to it over the wall, Daniels charged in, getting that super kick over the wall. Basically, Daniels punching out, he can get back into the ring. Back to the ring.
But Christopher Daniels kicks out after two. Styles, the first athlete up to his feet, seems to be in a better physical condition in this contest.
Absolutely, Styles has got the advantage here. See what's Daniels looking at right now. Take a look at the face. Now he's just hurt attack. He needs to find it. He's getting
Nice neck breaker in the part. But the far hands up Christopher Daniels. Stops the momentum of AJ Styles right there. And once again, both athletes feeling the effect of this contest. But not enough to put Styles away. And you saw the face of Christopher Daniels questioning it now. Referee Paul
When the wrestling promoters in the United States want a marquee player, they ask for Christopher Daniels. When they want a marquee player, they ask for AJ Styles. And if they want a main event worthy of people spending the money, they put Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles in the same ring together. Now tonight, you got the better of me. I'll give you that. But it's not the first time, it's not the last time you and I are gonna meet. The next time you and I lock horns in Jersey L Pro Wrestling, I'm gonna show you the gospel according to the fallen angel. AJ Styles, say your prayers.
Another heartfelt match between two competitors. And that's exactly what it was, Christopher Daniels. See, I know you better than anyone. I made my start because of you. And now, I'm making my career because of me. I'm one up, Chris. But anytime you want to do this again, anytime you want to get in that square circle and go at it again, I'm all yours.
Back to JAP. Any other name, it doesn't matter what you call us. Because it's the same thing, the same idea comes across. We are there to punish. We are here to destroy and mangle. And the number one priority, the number one goal, are those JAP tag team straps. Don't pop.
You see, my partner couldn't have said it better. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. It's all the same thing. You see, Papa Don and Havoc are here in JAP where they belong. We're here to take out the trash. We're here to take those 120-pound lightweights and pick our teeth with them. We're here to get the gold. We're here for our destiny. We're here for the titles.
No one's gonna stop us now. Nobody.
You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's a fucker. And nobody's getting fucked. Thing is fake.
Stan, is there anything I can do?
Is there anything you can do? You can get back to work!
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. 'Cause I'm gonna kill you. Making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's a fucker. And nobody can fuck. You're a spoiled brat ass dick. You better make sure you learn how to spell, 'cause if you don't, you're burning in hell. Santa Claus is coming. I said 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 Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming.
All right. Peace.